Introduction. Hello and welcome to this 15-minute YouTube video on the psychology of hate crimes, understanding the motivations and prevention. Hate crimes are unfortunately prevalent in our society and they can have devastating effects on individuals and communities. Today, we will explore the motivations behind hate crimes, the psychological factors that contribute to them, and most importantly, how we can prevent them. Let me start with an anecdote. In 2019, a gunman opened fire on 2 mosques in Christchurch, New Zealand, killing 51 people and injuring dozens more. The shooter was motivated by his extreme hatred of Muslims and immigrants. This incident shook the world and highlighted the urgent need to understand the psychology of hate crimes. Research has shown that hate crimes are often motivated by a deep-seated prejudice or hatred towards a particular group of people. This prejudice is often fueled by misinformation, stereotypes, and fear. The perpetrators of hate crimes may also feel a sense of superiority over the targeted group and believe that their actions are justified. Psychological factors such as social identity, conformity, and dehumanization can also contribute to hate crimes. Social identity. Social identity refers to the way individuals define themselves based on their membership in a particular group, such as race or religion. This can lead to an us versus them mentality, where individuals view members of their own group as superior and members of other groups as inferior. Social identity refers to the part of an individual's self-concept that derives from their membership in a particular social group or category. These groups can be based on a variety of characteristics, such as race, ethnicity, gender, religion, nationality, or even hobbies or interests. When individuals identify strongly with a particular social group, they may adopt the group's norms, values, and beliefs as their own. This can lead to an us versus them mentality, where individuals view members of their own group as superior and members of other groups as inferior. This tendency is known as in-group favoritism. In-group favoritism can have both positive and negative consequences. On the positive side, it can foster a sense of solidarity, belonging, and social support among group members. However, on the negative side, it can also lead to prejudice, discrimination, and intergroup conflict. For example, if a person strongly identifies with their race or religion, they may view members of their own group as superior and members of other groups as inferior. This can lead to prejudice and discrimination against members of other groups, as well as conflict between different groups. It is important to note that social identity is not always negative or divisive. In fact, it can be a source of pride and empowerment for individuals and communities. It is only when it is used to justify discrimination or oppression of others that it becomes problematic. Overall, social identity plays an important role in shaping individuals' beliefs, attitudes, and behaviors towards others. By understanding the dynamics of social identity, we can work towards creating a more inclusive and tolerant society. Conformity. Conformity is another psychological factor that can contribute to hate crimes. People may conform to the attitudes and beliefs of their social groups, even if those beliefs are prejudiced or discriminatory. This can lead to a reinforcement of negative stereotypes and the dehumanization of those outside of the group. Conformity is a psychological phenomenon that refers to the tendency of individuals to adjust their attitudes, beliefs, and behaviors to align with those of a group. This can occur for a variety of reasons, such as the desire for social acceptance, the need for social validation, or the fear of social rejection. When it comes to hate crimes, conformity can play a significant role. In some cases, individuals may conform to the attitudes and beliefs of their social groups, even if those beliefs are prejudiced or discriminatory. This can lead to a reinforcement of negative stereotypes and the dehumanization of those outside of the group. For example, if a person belongs to a social group that holds negative attitudes towards a particular racial or religious group, they may conform to these attitudes and beliefs, even if they do not personally hold them. This can lead to the spread of these negative attitudes and beliefs within the group, and ultimately, to the commission of hate crimes against members of the targeted group. Moreover, conformity can lead to the creation of an in-group and out-group mentality, where individuals view those within their group as us, and those outside the group as them. This can result in the dehumanization of those outside the group, making it easier for group members to commit violent or discriminatory acts against them. It is important to note that conformity is not always negative. In fact, it can be a powerful force for positive change when used to promote inclusive attitudes and behaviors. However, In the context of hate crimes, conformity can contribute to the spread of prejudice and discrimination, making it crucial to understand and address its underlying causes. Overall, understanding the role of conformity in hate crimes can help us to develop strategies to combat prejudice and discrimination and promote a more inclusive and tolerant society. Dehumanization. Dehumanization occurs when individuals perceive members of a targeted group as less than human, often through the use of derogatory language or labels. Additionally, research has shown that hate crimes may be linked to larger societal issues such as economic inequality and political polarization. When groups feel threatened by economic or political changes, they may turn to scapegoating and blame other groups for their struggles. This can lead to an increase in hate crimes and discrimination. It is important to understand the root causes of hate crimes in order to effectively address and prevent them. This includes promoting education and awareness of diverse cultures and identities, challenging stereotypes and misinformation, and advocating for policies and laws that promote equality and social justice. It also involves promoting empathy and compassion towards those who may be different from ourselves and recognizing the value and dignity of every human being. Conformity, or the pressure to conform to social norms and expectations, can also play a role in hate crimes. If an individual is surrounded by others who hold prejudiced beliefs, they may be more likely to adopt those beliefs and engage in hate crimes. Dehumanization, or the belief that members of a particular group are less than human, can also contribute to hate crimes. When individuals dehumanize others, they are more likely to view violence against them as acceptable. Prevention. Now that we understand the motivations behind hate crimes, let's talk about prevention. Prevention requires a multifaceted approach that involves education, awareness, and action. Education is key in preventing hate crimes. By promoting understanding and empathy towards different groups, we can break down stereotypes and reduce prejudice. This can be achieved through programs in schools, workplaces, and communities that promote diversity and inclusion. Awareness is also important in preventing hate crimes. It is important to recognize the signs of hate crimes and report them to the authorities. We must also hold those who commit hate crimes accountable for their actions. Action is perhaps the most important aspect of prevention. We must take action to address the root causes of hate crimes and promote equality and justice for all. This can involve advocating for policy changes, supporting organizations that promote tolerance and understanding, and engaging in community outreach. In order to effectively prevent hate crimes, it is important to raise awareness and educate individuals on the harmful effects of discrimination and prejudice. This can involve initiatives such as community workshops, public campaigns, and educational programs that aim to promote tolerance, empathy, and respect for diversity. By increasing awareness and understanding, individuals are better equipped to recognize the signs of hate crimes and take action to prevent them. Reporting hate crimes to the authorities is also crucial in preventing future incidents. Law enforcement agencies must be trained to identify and investigate hate crimes, and individuals must feel safe and confident in reporting incidents without fear of retaliation or stigma. By holding those who commit hate crimes accountable for their actions, we can send a strong message that discrimination and prejudice will not be tolerated. However, prevention also requires proactive action to address the root causes of hate crimes. This involves advocating for policy changes that promote equality and social justice, such as anti-discrimination laws and policies that protect marginalized groups. It also involves supporting organizations that promote tolerance and understanding, such as advocacy groups, community centers, and religious institutions. Engaging in community outreach and building relationships across different groups is also important in preventing hate crimes. By creating inclusive and welcoming communities, individuals are less likely to feel isolated or marginalized, and more likely to embrace diversity and reject discrimination. This can involve initiatives such as community events, interfaith dialogues, and multicultural festivals. In summary, preventing hate crimes requires a multifaceted approach that involves awareness, reporting, and action. By promoting education, tolerance, and respect for diversity, advocating for policy changes and holding those who commit hate crimes accountable, and engaging in community outreach and building inclusive communities, we can work towards a society that is free from discrimination and prejudice. Conclusion. In conclusion, hate crimes are serious issues that require our attention and action. By understanding the motivations behind hate crimes and taking steps to prevent them, we can create a more tolerant and inclusive society. Let's work together to promote empathy, understanding, and justice for all. Thank you for watching.